Just come across this interesting piece by Coleen Nolan breaks down in tears discussing Kim Woodburn this morning. Oh, well, I'd try to look at some more pantomime that people actually sit and goggle at this stuff. Incredible.
Let's get this out of the way. Kim Woodburn.
Oh my goodness, stress properly.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. It was, if I could go back in time, I would change.
What? Change your hairstyle? Or get a hairstyle? And dress properly, dear.
The whole thing, because it was never meant to be like that. I honestly, genuinely thought
Leggings.
that she was coming on to make amends. That's what I was told that was going to happen, and we were going to have a laugh about it and make amends.
Because you'd had a bit of a clash in the Big Brother.
Yeah, well, all of us, yeah. So it was like, oh, let's put it to bed, let's have a laugh at it, let's make amends. And it didn't go that way, obviously, from the moment she came out. And I have to say, it was so shocking, genuinely shocking for all of us. None of us wanted that. I don't like to see anybody in that much distress, how she was in the end, you know, and it was just one of those things. It's been the worst week of my life, actually.
I'm so sorry. No, it's alright. Nobody.
I know what you mean.
Seeing you like this, because you're always such a happy person when you're in here and everything, and it's horrible.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think I was going to cry.
No, that's right. It's horrible. So we were just talking about it just then, and this is, you know, you're in the eye of a storm at the moment, and there has been a huge reaction to this.
It's just that. It's. I don't know what I did wrong. I didn't say anything.
No.
I said about 2 things in that interview because I know what she's like, and I just thought she needs help, really. And I feel
she needs help, not me.
So I'm not going to say anything. Sometimes it's hard because I've never called her names or anything. She's called me every name under the sun in print on that show, and that's fine. I can deal with that.
I can deal with that as well.
But to be called a bully,
to be called a bully.
To have messages going, you know, why can't you die like this? Why can't you get cancer like this? I've had a week of it.
I've had a week of it.
In 50 odd years of doing a job I absolutely love. Really love, and it's all I know how to do. You know, there's a campaign to get me fired. And they talk about me being a bully or a horrible bully, and they send me these revolting to the point where I phoned my management and said to my kids, I cancelled everything last week after it. And
I just can't get the tears though, can you? No, you just can't, can you? I'm trying my best to get the tears. I can't get them. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh, I just can't wait. Oh, you know. Sorry about this, Philip. Just can't wait to have my son go to Amsterdam and to get a tart and get some AIDS or something, you know. A bit of the pox, and I'll pay for him. I'm Coleen. And I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. Oops, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be tearful. Do you know, Philip? What's that, Coleen? You know, this was all staged. Oops, we're not live, are we? Yes, we are. Oh, shit. Can we edit that out? Edit it out. Right. Of course it was all big and staged. And this is staged. And she's under threat, naturally, of what she's done. And she's transferring the blame onto this Kim Woodburn. Now, I don't approve of what Kim Woodburn did. And these expected her to do it. It was all set up in the way that Kim Woodburn attacked other members on that panel. Okay. But that's Kim Woodburn. That's her way of doing things. It's not my way. And she would probably not if people don't. But still, I'm straight and forthright, you see. Mind you, she was. But women do what women do. And unfortunately some men have the same attitude. Now then, the thing about it is this. Kim Woodburn was invited upon a show. Beforehand, these has-beens will have got around a table, thrashed out a script, memorised that script, memorised what they were going to do, thought it over in their minds, and this woman here is doing the same again, but no tears, because it's all an act. Now, the thing about it is this. If there was going to be a reconciliation, or an attempt at one, Kim Woodburn would have been invited in to a room days before The Loose Women, which speaks for itself, was going to be aired, and she would be speaking to this one and to the rest of them over tea and biscuits. It would have been then sorted out whether or not there was going to be a reconciliation. And let's face it, if Kim Woodburn is invited in to the studios days beforehand, introduced to these women, they would then know if there was going to be a reconciliation, because Kim Woodburn would either say, yes, I'll sit down and we'll have a discussion about this, we'll thrash it out. And Kim Woodburn would have really raged off camera as she did on camera. Okay, that would have settled the business beforehand. That's what professionals do. But they knew not to do that, you see, because they want the ratings. And they want that ooh factor from people. Ooh, what's going to happen next on the next show? Ooh. So, they present what should have been done beforehand, because that's the proper way to do things. That's the decent way to do things. And these themselves would have accepted and would have insisted to have done it that way. But you see, it's all show. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. They want that aggressiveness on TV now to get people involved even more. And this is why, I suppose, the Big Brother house, that madhouse, that Victorian bedlam, is so popular, because people love contention rather than the truth, and rather than peace. They don't want peace. They want contention. They don't want the truth. They want lies. They want to be fed their little processed meals by nanny government and nanny media. And as they sit back and the spoon goes in, and they're being fed all these lies and deception, etc. And then when an adult comes along and says, right, here's some meat, they choke on it. They spit it out. They can't handle it. It's something that they have never been able to handle. And they have a paddy. And they shout and they bawl and have a tantrum and stamp their feet, because they're not used to the truth. And they have to grow up. Gradually take some solids. That's what they need to do. An awful lot, multitudes are children in their own understanding. You need to take that one step forwards. It's a hard step from being a child of innocence and being played by these buggers. All this is being played.
I just said, I can't do it and I don't want to do it
But
anymore.
you've been in this business long enough
I
to know the nutters that take to Twitter and to social media.
Oh, she's got
and
a
the
couple
fact
there.
that the keyboard warriors sit in their rooms and they can say anything
I
at all.
know, but it's not right. And then they wonder why I think I'm strong. You
she's
know, I've
managing
been, like
to get
you said,
it.
I've been in it years and I feel strong. And I've dealt with, you know, trolls and everything before.
Really?
But then I thought, God, if this has affected me this much, what if I was 14 or 15 and then they wonder why kids' mental health is out of control? It's
What?
revolting bullying.
Yeah. I'd hate to see you in a war zone. What the hell would you do? What would you have done in the Second World War, in the First World War? Well, particularly the Second World War. Bombs are picking, dropping, doodlebugs. And incendiaries, etc. We have children in adult bodies. So really, it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. This age is a disgrace. And children, she's mentioned, taking their own lives. I'll tell you what. Those that were brought up, those of us that were brought up just after the war, okay, children, we were bullied. Those prior to us were bullied. And they go and pick and hang themselves, did they, buggery? She has just declared that we are soft and an effeminate age. Oh, I didn't get my results, I'm going to hang myself. Oh, we're being bullied, I'm going to hang myself. Okay, then go pick and hang yourself, you're not worth anything. You're telling us that you're worthless. Prior to you lot coming along, we were told by our parents, and we understood by our parents, that we were worth something. And that bullying was normal. It's the way of life. You accept it. And then you fight back. Oh, a good old scrap was brilliant. Nowadays, that's some of the lads. Don't touch. Hey? Oh, good old scrappers, lads, you know, get stuck in there, yeah. Whoa, friggin', I tell you what, if this picking country of ours was to go to picking war, there'd be down the sodding doctors in queues. Thousands upon thousands. Give me some antidepressants, give me something else to cope. By God, I tell you, man, this is a terrible country. An utterly terrible country. The United Kingdom has failed. It used to be the head of the countries, now it's the tail. What else has this loose woman got to say? And it was her, let's not forget, that said she would pay for her son to go to Amsterdam to get a prostitute. That's filthy.
You know, and it's, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, and I would never wish harm on Kim. I don't hate Kim.
No, of course you don't.
We'll never be friends, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, but I would never set out to bully her.
No.
Do I react sometimes to being called everything she calls me? Yes, and sometimes I laugh because I think she's got a point. You know, but it was just, it's just been a really hard week.
Well, I think for everybody involved in that, I think it's...
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Look at
that feet.
You're very human. You've always been very human. So don't worry about that. And the last piece of advice has got to be, you know, when you don't look on social media, when you don't check your phone, they've all gone away.
I'm off everything.
Yeah.
I'm off
And
everything.
also, the most important thing is, like, you mustn't let...
Look at it. I mean, it's pretense. This is selling the woman again. It goes on here, and how much piggy money is she getting for this? To do this performance? Hey? And there must be a budget because the rest of them are not on here that Kim Woodburn attacked. So there has to be a budget, and I wonder what the budget is for persons coming on like this. They can only afford her and something else. Anyhow, she's getting paid for this. And you can crocodile tears, hey? The tears of a clown. Do, 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 do. The tears of a clown, truly. And of course she's trying to restore her image. That's what it is. Yeah. Through the public. It's a tearful expression, this. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm gonna hurt so bad. Like a clown. To be sorry, more. The tears of a clown. When there's an audience around. Oh yeah, when there's an audience around, my baby. Yes, baby. To be very tearful, it's only because it's a camouflage of my sadness. Hey, it's shielding my pride. I like to show my tears. Come on, baby. Yeah, got a laugh, haven't you? You plonker. Anyhow, let's go.